day of miracles has come. The new vantage point for the videos that we do is at hand. Can you dig it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, creatures of both night and day? And as I, Gregory Koch, deep within the revamped Orange Room, and we made a little adjustment because when playing single coil pickups, there's a buzz in this room that cannot be escaped. So, well, it only can be by me facing either due north or due south or due north. So, as a result, I reconfigured the room on Sunday. And it took some time, but by God, we got it done. Can you dig it? That's some of that Gibson Custom Shop. Sweet velvety tone. Can you dig it, boys and girls, creatures of the night? Yes, Greg Parrish. Different room of the Orange Room. Different view. We had to switch things around to get rid of a nasty buzz in lieu of getting an electrician over here to try to figure out what's going on. But funny enough, my guy didn't call me back. That's so weird. Huh? Well, what are you gonna do with people not calling you back? I just don't get it. Little song called I Just Don't Get It. Folks, this is a 1957, not an actual 1950, but a custom shop, Gibson Custom Shop, lightly aged, 57, and it is glorious. I do have the link included above or below, depending on where you're watching it from. Serial number on this one is 711103. And let's get the load on this bad boy. Murphy Lab 57 Les Paul Custom. Ebony. Lightly aged, 10.68 pounds. It's funny, it doesn't really seem that heavy, but it obviously is. Just because it's so damn beautiful to look at and play that you forget the fact that you're hauling around the weight of a Backstreet Boy on your shoulder strap. As they're trying to dance and sing their way into the young ladies' hearts. What? Backstreet Boys. Is that even a thing? Long tenon with hide glue fit. That sounds a little profane. Chunky C profile neck. I will say it's chunky and delicious. 22 historic medium jumbo frets. 3 Alnico 3 custom buckers. 2 volume, 2 tone, and a 3-way toggle switch. As you may or may not know, ladies and gentlemen, on these guitars, on these Les Pauls from back in the day, when you're in the middle position, it's actually these 2 pickups together, which on this guitar sounds really good. It's like a meaty quack. I like that sound. It sounds chunky and good. Mythical activity going on there. Ladies and gentlemen, mythical activity. Let's go back to the Restream chat, see what the folks are saying. Ooh, yes. Can you dig it? This whammy bar actually works. Have I ever damaged a Wildwood guitar during a video and had to pay for it? No. It's actually 2 volumes and 2 tones. In the middle position, it's always the bridge and the middle pickup together. That's how they were wired back in the day. They changed it at some point, but that's how they were wired back in the day. Let's check it out here. So we got bridge pickup, bridge pickup, tone for a bridge pickup, neck pickup, tone, for neck pickup, and then when we're in the middle, it's both these pickups. Doesn't do anything, really. Yeah, just a tone for the bridge pickup. So yeah, middle position, it's just a default bridge and middle pickup. It is a warm-sounding rascal. Something about that all mahogany body gives it a little extra thwack, a little extra attack, a little extra warmth and girth and loving sounds. Can you dig it? Not a bad one to get. No, definitely not. As a matter of fact, I bought one of the Joe Bonamassa 3 pickup Epiphones because it just sounded killer, and I should be getting it back any day now. I sent it out to Fishman many months ago, but they were, bless them, they're doing it gratis, but they're putting in 3 of the Fluence pickups wired in a very unique way, so I'll be able to get what we just described, but I'll also be able to get my out-of-phase sound and so on and so forth. So that guitar should be arriving post-haste. Would my signature pickups fit in a Jazzmaster? I don't think so. I think because the P90s, conventional P90s are a little thinner than the Jazzmaster position. So I don't think that would work unless your tech has other ideas. But just off the top of my head, I'm going to say there's going to be a gap. There's going to be a gap in the Jazzmaster. See that? Song called The Gap. Yeah, the Bigsby works great. Patrick McManus, do you understand us? Patrick McManus, can you dig it? Yes, well, they'll get around to it. Patrick asked if Fishman made the Jazzmaster pickups. They're getting around, but they're just trying to keep up with them. I mean, when you come out with a new pickup, new technology, all kinds of stuff, you're just trying to catch up on the orders of all the initial things. Then we just put out the P90s, and those are back ordered, which is good. I mean, it's good that they're selling, but the demand exceeded the accessibility, so they're making more. So when they're catching up to the other stuff, I'm sure they'll add more to the secret flame. The secret flame. What? Someone asked if this is the Peter Frampton model. No, it's not. It is just a 57 Murphy-aged 3 pickup custom. I suppose you could play some Peter Frampton, huh? It rocks like a banshee in heat. It sounds like it's infested with meat. Delicious! A meaty 57 Murphy aged and painted Gibson custom shop with a big screen. Can you dig it? Can you imagine Hendrix with that talk box? Yeah, that would have been crazy, right? He would have said, "Are you conversant?" instead of "Are you experienced?" perhaps. Are you conversant? I don't know. I don't know if he would have done that. I believe this is all mahogany, if I'm not mistaken. Can you dig it? Can you pick it, lick it, roll it, flick it? No. Staying in tune pretty well with this doggone wiggle bar. Mr. Wiggles! So anyways, that middle position is these two pickups together, so it's got a little extra quackier tone. Pete. Sorry about that. Sometimes you grab the wrong tuner and you give it a wiggle the wrong way. And you know what you get? You get a little bit of poop and smelling. I should mention this guitar is right out of the damn box, folks. So don't get your undies in a bundy. It's hard to know which Jimmy Page songs he played on this. On that live from the Albert Hall, he did that on that Bring It On Home. He did that on this. Baby, right? I'm gonna bring it on home to you. It's a juicy tone in this rascal. Am I right or am I right? We got a juicy tone with this rascal guitar. All the details of this guitar are in the description. You can click on that link and get all the damn deets. It is it's at Wildwood Guitars. They sent it to me to visit, and I'm sending it back. Well, I haven't been playing the Little Greg or the Little Gristle because they're not available yet. I've been gigging with that little rascal, though, over there. And the head version as well. They've just, they've been having a lot of problems with supply chain issues, and they just don't have the transformers. So it's been a while. But when they do, or when they are available, I'll be sure to let you know, because they will have them at Wildwood for sure. Have I ever played with Positive Grids products like the Spark or Biased Head? Asks Drawing with Noah. No, I have not. I have not had an opportunity to mess with those activities. Can you dig it? Yes. Oh, someone's asking where the hats. Yeah, you can get those from my website. I got them all from they're all on my website. You can get the various colors and hues that I wear on there. Colors and hues that I wear. Again, if you're wondering why we've changed the format of the room, if I'm playing regular single coil pickups and I'm facing that direction where I was facing before, the camera was looking across this way into the orange room. The buzz was kind of inescapable. At least in this position, I've got a little leeway where I can get the buzz to be reduced pretty much. But this is an old house, built in 1908. God only know when they wired this place up, but it is. And then if I plug things into the outlet in this corner versus this one, there's ground loop mayhem. It's crazy. So, trying to get an electrician over here. We'll see how that goes. Keep you prized on that. Can you dig it? Time for some Kringles. Yeah, I love that Kringle. It's so damn delicious. Do you know any Guthrie Govan? No, I don't. I know Guthrie, though. We've hung out on several occasions. Last time I played in Londinium, which was in the fall of 2019, he came out and saw us. We played at the Half Moon in Putney. Stones played there. The Who played there. We played there. Victory. Sold it out, I might add, if I may be so bold. Is the neck on the shelf for sale? No, it is not. No, that's my spare neck for my custom shop guitar that I actually swapped out again. Robert Davis says, I'm an electrician. I'll do it for free. Well, where the heck do you live, Robert? Robert, where the heck do you live? I'm in Wisconsin. Did I ever meet Les Paul himself? Yes, I played with Les Paul at the Iridium. I sat in for a couple tunes. It was great. Afterwards, hung out with him. My buddy John Paris kind of hooked the whole thing up. And at the end of the night, it was just me and Les and John Paris. And Rusty Paul, Les's son, went and got the car. And John and I walked Les out of the club. Walked him up the stairs. We were the last ones in the place. Walked him out the front door. There was Times Square. There was his son waiting in the vehicle, and opened the door, and Les got in there, and off he went. And I looked at John and said, well, that happened. That happened, hanging with Lester Paul Fizz. Mm-hmm. Did you ever tour way out west? Yes, we did. We were out in California. January of 2020, we were out there before the Cove hit. Before the Cove took hold, we were out there rocking people's brains hither and yon. We played in the LA area about four times, and then we worked our way up north. We played around the Bay Area a couple times, and then went home. Played in Pahonix. Rusty Paul, greatest moniker ever. Yeah, it's a good name. Any plans to come out to Nashville? Yeah, that's being worked on. We'll see what happens. Maybe in January, be down there. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Any plans to play in the Twin Cities? Yeah, we're working on that, Lucas, as well. Definitely working on that. We're due to play at the Hook and Ladder. That's a place we like to play at. Like that neck pickup, just sounds good clean, doesn't it? This is a bigger neck than the 59. It's got just a little bit more girth on it. Chunky C, they call it. Yeah, it's bigger than a 59 neck, I think. Do I favor speed knobs or hats? I like the hats myself. And I do like the, although I don't have a guitar with them on right now. I like the reflector knobs because they remind me of the rotary switch, the dimmer switch on my parents' house where I grew up in the basement. Oh, attended your clinic back in the late 90s from Kuala Lumpur. Oh, that was a long time, man. That was actually 2002 that I was there. It seems like the 90s. Yeah, it was 2002. You're hearing the Koch amp right now. The Fishman I use when I'm doing the acoustic stuff. These are medium frets on here, so they're not. It's not like a fretless Wonder. It's not. It looks like one, but it is not. Yes, different layout to the room. We did a new layout for the room to escape the buzz. that middle position. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Mm-hmm. Someone said where I got my hat. You know what the definition of insanity is? Is expecting that you will never have to say the same thing 500 times on the internet. It's just the nature of the beast. In the one feed, I probably answer the same question 5 times because, you know, people check in at different times. They have no idea if it's just been asked. But it's just so crazy. They're available for my website. We call them gristle beanies. They're available in a variety of different colors. All the ones that I wear have worn for the last several years. It's a gal that makes them for me down in Georgia. And they're available through my website. Yes, thank you. Someone likes the color blue of the amplifier. That's my signature amp back there, the Koch, the Greg amplifier. Again, that harmonic vibrato you just heard is on the amplifier. They do sell them at Wildwood, although there's currently none available, although I think you can get one on a waiting list, as they are made in the Netherlands, and then they come on over when they're made. Oh, when they have them in stock, they send them overseas, and then Wildwood gets them, and they go right out the door, which is a good problem to have. It would just be nice if there was a few more of them, but we'll see. Thank you, Curtis. I appreciate you tuning in, doggone it. Saw a video of you doing Chiefs Blues with a Super. And I just brought a drip edge. Any suggestion that works well with them? I have a drip edge as well, my friend, with 4 D series JBLs in it, and it is louder than the Word of God. Supers are interesting. I usually, back in the day when I was using Supers all the time, usually I would do is I'd run them on about 4.5, bright switch off, because the bright switch is too Blizzard and nailsy. And then prior to me having my Gristle King pedal, which is what I would use, probably when you're watching that Chiefs Blues thing, I'm using a Super, my Gristle King pedal, which has a clean boost and an overdrive on it. I do sell those through my website, although I know we're getting low. There's a new shipment that's coming in soon. But again, supply chain, but there'll be more of them available. But that is a clean boost and an overdrive pedal. Prior to that, I used anything from... I use Jetter GS124 on the, because I use those with the Vibroluxes on the Vivid Gristle release. That's all a GS124 and 2 Vibroluxes. But with the Super, I used like on the record I did, Double the Gristle. There's a Super on a lot of that, as well as Vibroluxes. And I used a full tone, full drive pedal on that. It was an old one. It was when they first came out, and it was just a gray box with, printed lettering taped on it, right? And please play ZZ Top LaGrange! Ah! We'll see what we can do about that. Okay, I appreciate you. Appreciate your patience. Yeah, GS124 is a great little pedal. Anyway, so, in different tube screamers over the years, of course, all the different Ibanez iterations. I had a Maxon OD808. That was a great little pedal. I did play a little Frampton earlier. I did a little bit of, Someone's mentioned the BB preamp by Exotic Effect. That's a great pedal as well. With the EP booster is a great one. An EP booster with a BB preamp is a pretty awesome combination. That would be that EP booster, which is very similar to the clean boost actually on my Gristle King. Once you have that clean boost on, it's just like makes the world a better place. You put it on, you're like, and then any overdrive after it. But the BB works great with the EP one. There you go. My current favorite overdrive is Greg's Gristle King pedal. Thank you, Robert, because it kicks ass. Wow, I got a little excited there. My buddy Paul Barrera from Little Feat used to use Gristle King all the time. Nils Lofgren had one for a while he was using. A bunch of different. Ed King swore by it. We loved it. A lot of people like my Gristle King. Well, I like the Gristle King. My buddy Tim Yarnig did the designing of the pedal. Yes, our hearts definitely go out to the Waukesha community. That was absolutely horrible. Waukesha's a little west of me, about a half hour where that horrible stuff transpired. Crazy stuff. Crazy times, ladies and gentlemen. But here, we're in a filth-free zone. We just bathe in guitars and fun and music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's enough other time of the day to ruminate about civilizational collapse. Am I right or am I right? Okay. Do I still have my custom shop signature Fender Strat and Telly? Yes, I do. I do indeed. As a matter of fact, what's interesting is that when there was a store locally that did about, what was it 2009, I think? 2009, they did 10 each of my two old custom shop guitars that I played quite a bit back in the day and still play. One has a B-bender on it. They're both blue, kind of like the same blue as this amp. You can sense a theme going on. And the store did 10 versions of each. 5 were, I gotta remember this. 5 were like NOS, and then another 5 were in various states of relicking. So like Closet Classic, Relic, Heavy Relic, Totally Annihilated, something like that. Same for the Tellys. And they were not inexpensive. I just saw one on, someone messaged me saying, hey, I saw one of your custom shop signature guitars on Reverb. It's now up to like $8,000 or something. I was like, that's expensive. I bought the original one back in the day for, I think it was $1,300, which was a lot of money back in 1991 for a young 20-something Gregory Stephen Guggenheimer Schmidt. Anyway, there you go. Well, it wasn't an official Fender signature thing. A store locally did a run of custom shop guitars that were based on my guitars, and it was a signature through that store. Fender didn't do a signature thing, even though I was doing stuff for them pretty much all over the world on behalf of them for about 15 years. But, you know, that it is what it is. Everything turned out all right, folks. It's all all right. It all turned out really groovy. You see, here I am, and here you are, and we're in the orange room. Whoa, a song of sweet acceptance. Is it still possible to get the Gristle Master in Reverend's, or you want one in Italian purple? There's actually one in Axis purple, but those aren't available right now. We'll see what happens on down the road. There's going to be some different colors and stuff coming up with Gristle Masters and with Gristle 90s, but give it about a year. And there you go. Diddle doodle diddle doodle diddle doodle doo. Merry Gristlemas, I like that. Good sounding guitar. Doggone it. It sounds good. It's what I like to call a Gibson Custom Shop Tom Murphy aged and painted 57, a Les Paul Custom with 3 pickups and a Bigsby. Oh, you know who's just calling? The garage. Brett's Auto Repair telling me that I can come and pick up my doggone vehicle. It's gonna cost a lot of money. It just isn't even funny. Wow. It's gonna cost a lot of money. Not even funny. Can you dig it? It is one heck of a fiddle, Matty K. I love it so. It's a little heavy, but that's all right. Customs usually are. If you want more details on this particular guitar, you can look in the description of this video, and you can click on the link to the Wildwood website, and you get all the load on this specific guitar, which is available for purchase. I'll be sending it back to Wildwood after we do a little bit more video content, and it will be available to go to your home and be your special friend. Sometimes it's nice to have a special friend that's a guitar. I'm all for it. No, not the minivan. It's the car that my daughter takes up to school. It's a Honda Accord. Honda Accord. Honda Accord. Yes. Yes, Les Paul Customs are a beautiful creature. There's just no doubt about it. Yeah, you know what? I'm just fine with my Reverend guitars. You know, as a matter of fact, you know, when you're dealing with the people whose names are on the wall, not that Ken and Penny's last name is Reverend, but when you're dealing with the people that are, you know, instead of a board of directors or some corporate entity, not that that's the end of the world, although, you know, it is. But it's nicer to deal with a smaller company that's going to treat you right. That actually feels the visceral advantages of having you do stuff for them, as opposed to a monolith that only really cares about, you know, the bottom line and trying to ensnare as many lost souls as possible so they can feed them to the demon machine. Wow, what is that? I didn't even know what that was that I just said. None of that made sense. But listen, I'm just fine with the Reverend situation. The other situation would be, you know, great if it had worked out back in the day. That would have been fantastic too. But, you know, things are the way they are, and I'm just fine. And I don't think it's any, at least for me personally, you know, not having a signature iconic brand instrument is not a thing for me. The guitars are great that we have. It does something that no other guitar does. I mean, there are people that have seen the Gristle Master and have said, well, that's derivative. Well, yeah, but it does things that there's no F guitar that does. It's a little bigger body. It's got different technology with the pickups. There's certain things about it that have never been done. And if all of those things were done on an instrument that was one of iconic brands, it cost twice to 3 times as much money. So there you have it. So these are the things that are at hand. Do you understand? Wow, it's robot voice again. I don't even know what that means. Enia Palantia is saying, good night, Greg. Good night to you. Did I say your name right? Enia? Sorry. Yes, guitar acquisition syndrome. A GAS, or as it might be known as obsessive compulsive disorder. But, hey, I'm not going to mishmash. It's all good. Good luck with the gig on the morrow. Yes, tomorrow night, if you live in the Wisconsin area, if you live close, southeastern Wisconsin, we're doing a gig, my son on drums, Matt Turner on bass. We're doing Gristle plays Hendrix. So I'm doing all Hendrix songs in my own way. It's not a tribute night. Well, it is a tribute to Jimmy, but not like off the record versions. And we're doing obscure tunes. We're not really doing the hits. So there's that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it's at a place called the Anodyne Coffee Roastery in Wisconsin, cool venue. It seats about 300. It's a beautiful, beautiful joint, and sounds good in there, so it'll be fun. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You can get all that information on my website, gregkoch.com, as well as information on where to link to the new podcasts that are always coming out. That is a Wildwood and Fishman sanctioned thing. It's called Chewing the Gristle. You can link there for my website to wherever podcasts are cast, as I like to say. You can get it there. And Crimson Domicile will definitely be done at the Hendrix thing. Yes. Also, of course, the hats are there. The new True Fire course is available. There's a link from my website, as well as you can pre-order my new book of transcriptions, The Best of Greg Koch, for my various records. There's 15 of my tunes that are transcribed off the record by the fine staff at Hal Leonard. And those are going to be shipping in December. But I'm accepting pre-orders now, and I'm signing the first 100 or so. So there you go. Can you dig it? Greg Koch and friends play Jimmy B-sides after dark. Well said, Matty K. That's exactly what's going to happen. And happy Turkey Day to everyone. By all means, I hope you have a joyous, safe, and festive gathering on Thanksgiving. Needless to say, we will not be broadcasting on Thursday. I do like to say broadcasting just because it sounds more, well, it's what it is, doggone it. So we say streaming, we could say the same. I like broadcast. We're staying here and having an epic feast, having the gang over, so that'll be fun. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a pleasant Thanksgiving. I'll see some of you tomorrow night if you live in the area. We'll be there at the Anodyne. Starts at 9 p.m. We'll probably do like a 90-minute set, I think, just to play straight through. Should be fun. And because you know what? With the power of soul, anything is possible. There you have it, folks. Have a good one. Season's greetings.